Alright guys, I got some interesting news here. So, Multiversus, a game that is a little bit similar to Brawlhalla and Smash Brothers if you ever played those games before. It's a free-to-play game on Steam, and I've played a little bit of it. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a cool game. I mainly like the fact that there's different characters that, we can't get in Brawlhalla that are on Multiverses, and, I like that. It makes me want to play the game. But, so it's free to play, and it's basically advertised as one of the free to play live service games that has been coming out in the past few years that we've seen. And this game kind of failed that live service, and it's kind of like it's a grim look at if these companies didn't pull the right strings in the right directions, that how quick a game can fall from grace, right? Especially these live service free to play games. Now, free to play games, they're not going to make any money off of that game unless they have microtransactions or a live service type thing going on. Such as CS:GO, with the way they have the skin system in the Steam market, and Fortnite we have, which is a live service pretty much. Apex Legends, Destiny 2. The list could go on. These free to play games with these battle passes and live service type things. Multiverses didn't really have that so much. Just the in it was not great. There was no live service. The live service wasn't very live service. The battle pass didn't really work, and there's a huge balance issue going on, and it's really not being addressed at all by the devs, and it's kind of got one of those cases of like, oh, this is it's starting to smell like some abandonware. And if you don't know what abandonware is, it's basically when a dev or a publisher drops the game, stops supporting it. It could be a game, it could be software. They just stop supporting it and leave it and ignore it forever, and it's a developer abandoning their project. That's what abandonware is. And this feels like an early sign of it. And, they have confirmed there's been a 99% drop in their player base. And, the Steam stats definitely agree. If you go to a Steam database and you put in this game and you look up its player stats, it's not a good look. It's definitely on the downward trend. And, this is a grim reality, I feel like, if live service games, live service free to play games aren't done right. And this is something Angry Joe Show was saying in his podcast that I would like to reiterate, uh, that maybe in the future what we will see is they charge us money for like what should be a free to play live service game such as Fortnite. They'll be like, you gotta pay full price and then live service on top of that. That's how they can get you now. I feel like is what they're going to do, and that's what I agree with Angry Joe. I could definitely see that happening because I don't know how some companies can make a profit off of a free to play game if their live service gets messed up like this. But I don't know. It's going to be interesting. Uh, Multiverses would have been fine if they charged like $20, I felt like, for the game. Maybe $15 is a good price for Multiverses. But they definitely made a mistake making it free to play. And it's one of those sad looks. Well, is it really sad? Because it's like, damn, live service games kind of all suck ass now. And I'm over, personally, I'm over the live service games. I don't really like them. I rather buy a game that I know I will enjoy and play that for the rest of my time than buy a live service game or buy into the live service games. But man, yeah, it's odd to see a live service game, or a not so live service game, I should say, fall like this. But man, they kind of they did it to themselves with just not listening to the community. With these kind of games, you got to be on it with the community. You got to be in the community and the devs and publishers just aren't there for this, and it's sad to see. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what the future of live service games will be, because this makes me think, like, if a game like this kind of died that quickly, and Multiversus came out like last year, not even, I don't think it's even been a year since it came out, and for it to die off that quick, it's scary, you know, because you could easily see that happen with Destiny 2. One wrong move is all it would take, and that's why I'm saying, like, in the future, if we see a drop in free to play games and a rise in, like, either subscription service type games, which I feel like could make a big comeback, which I don't want to see, because that is the worst. I feel like Blizzard was the worst with that. I hated having to buy a World of Warcraft subscription. Like, that turned me off from it. I just played the free trial, man. I'll just keep playing the free trial. I'm all set. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what some companies do, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on a few games that are, live service and free to play, or some games I know that are free to play and don't have that great of a live service or that great of, like, community service going into it. Because you don't even need to have live service. Even bad community service, your game is going to die, especially if it's free to play. You really run off of the community at that point with these type of games. You need a community, and if you're not listening to your community, they're going to take their time somewhere else, and that's good. I'm glad people are finally waking up and moving along when a game uh, dev isn't listening to their input. Obviously, game devs don't have to listen to your input, but, like, you want the game to do well, you should listen to someone's input that plays the game. Uh, but man, just interesting stuff. I'll link the article in the description if you want to take a look at it for yourself. I'll also link Angry Joe Show podcast below if you want to listen to him. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. Tell me what you guys think about live service games, how you think the future will look for live service games, what you think about Multiversus and the future of that, and if you ever played it, well, what did you not like about Multiversus? What turned you off from it, and what makes you still want to play it? And yeah, I'm not really sure what else to make of that. Um, I hope in the future that, say, if there is another Destiny game and it becomes live service, I wouldn't be surprised if they charge money for the next Destiny game before they make it free to play. I feel like free to play games coming out the way they do with live service is going to go away, and I think games are going to come out fully priced with live service, and then after a few months, then they'll make it free. Once they know they've made a good profit off of it and they can, you know, work the game the way they want it to be worked with the live service, then they'll make it free. Because honestly, that's how I see the industry going, and that's why I'm just gonna keep sticking with my single player and my known multiplayer games. I'm gonna keep playing Minecraft Java. I'm gonna keep playing Brawlhalla, and cry, and find something else to do, I guess. Thank you for watching. If you like this, like. If you didn't, dislike. Subscribe. Goodbye.